May not look like it. This is the 18 of the Gretsch New Classic. And I've changed the angle here because we want to get a good idea of the wrinkle trick. 18s are tough to tune. It is a very, very odd drum. Basically, the way I describe an 18, it's a louder version than a 16. So many times you hear 13, 16, 18, 14, 16, 18, 10, 12, 16, 18. That 18, which is funny, man, it doesn't necessarily sound any lower than a 16 fundamentally. It just sounds a lot bigger. It's a lot louder. So when you're going to get a kit with an 18, it really is all about finding the right heads for it. And I think most drummers, me in particular, we want an 18 to sound like a bass drum or a gong drum. Something burly like that. But it's such a big diameter, unless you use a pretty thick head, like a pinstripe is pretty thick. A P4, Power Stroke 4, really is the ticket for an 18. That's not bad. See how flubby they get? They're just so flubby. This is a pinstripe. I do love the Power Stroke 4 for 18-inch drums because it's 2 plies with a muffle ring. That's the closest we can get to, say, that bass drum type sound. This is a little zoomed in version of us tuning a drum here. So let's take a look. Where is this thing gonna land? Flubby, man, flubby. We're gonna have to gaff it. Wrinkle trick, you can see some of the wrinkles coming out. This is how, yeah, big one right there. So this is how we fine tune that out of there. And I'm really as little amount of tension as I can possibly get. There's not much margin for the sound that I want out of this drum, such as any 18-inch drum. So we have to try to keep it really low. Really low. And remember, we're tuning this for context of while we're playing, how it sounds with the band. To the bottom. It's starting to come around. I want a low, dead thump. What I'm going to get, like I said, is just a bigger sounding version than the 16. So it's kind of like hitting the overdrive on a guitar amp or something. I don't know anything about guitar stuff, but it's like a booster switch. And it just brings this volume up for you. So it's a great drum. I love 18s, but it is a particular type of tuning range. Now let's say you're gonna do like a 14-18 kit. Now we're talking. But when you combo an 18 and a 16 together, I guess what I'm saying is don't expect them to sound super drastically different when played boom, 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 boom. Maybe just expect a little bit bigger, louder version of your 16. And a great place for an 18 is on the left side of the hi-hat. So you can go to that if you're going to do some double stops and you really want to power that up. I like 18s on the left side of the hi-hat a lot. And playing that open style provides a lot of versatility as well. But enough about that. Let's think about this tuning here. Working hard on this 18. And then I'm not making very big turns. Oh, here we go. I mean, that's about as low as we're going to get this thing. Terrible. Terrible. No good. What happened? Do it again. You gotta do it again. All right, what are we gonna go for on this one? I'm gathering a little bit more tonality out of the drum now. The tension's gonna come up a little bit. It seems that we can't necessarily get away with that super mega low tension we want. Now, if we were to stick a couple moon gels right by the logo, on either side of the logo, that would be the ticket. Then we can get away with that low tension. And I love moon gel on the very middle of the bottom head. It's a great place for moon gel. But I'm trying to be a purist. Do you like it? Nope, gonna keep tuning it. Getting a little more tone out of the drum yet again. It's just too flubby, too papery down that low. Now if this was, say, a Power Stroke 4, we could probably pretty easily get away with that tension because it's got that muffler ring under it. A Pinstripe is a fairly naturally bright drum head. And pins pretty much work on everything anyway, so I'm not terrified of what's going to happen with this. It's just a matter of finding that right spot. Good example of the wrinkle trick. What do we think? There you go. It looks like we were able to get a lot of attack, a lot of thump. Ooh, here a low. That baby's down there. Good attack, good thump, tons of body. I dig the 18.